Tonight, the unpredictable Nikki Cross.
Cross has been pursuing the NXT Women's Championship since San Antonio.
NXT Women's Champion Asuka.
She is the longest current reigning champion in all of WWE.
In a last woman standing match for the NXT Women's Championship.
These two, they just despise each other. They will tear each other limb from limb.
NXT Tonight.
Promises to be a historic night. We will determine the NXT Women's Champion for the first time ever in a last woman standing match. Welcome to NXT. I'm Nigel McGuinness. I'm here with Showtime, Percy Watson, and this man, Mauro Ranallo.
Thank you guys very much. I'm so excited to begin the next chapter of my career with you guys here in NXT, but it's not about me. It's about the NXT superstars. And tonight, for the first time in NXT history, a last woman standing match as Asuka defends the NXT Women's Championship against her arch rival, Nikki Cross. No disqualification, no countout, no pinfall or submission. Whoever is able to incapacitate her opponent to the point that she cannot get to her feet before the referee's count of 10 will be declared NXT Women's Champion. It's gonna be LIT.
Velveteen Dream.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C., weighing in at 227 pounds, the Velveteen Dream!
He is flamboyant. He is eccentric. He is the Velveteen Dream.
I tell you what, Mauro, don't let his looks fool you. He can get it done. The Velveteen Dream can get it done in the ring.
For once, I'm going to agree with you, Percy. This man's particular. Some might even say peculiar. I would say portentous. Look it up, Percy. The bottom line is, whatever word you use to describe him, this man can get it done in the ring.
I'll say one thing for the Velveteen Dream. He is extremely charismatic.
Velveteen Dream.
And a little strange, wouldn't you say?
You said it, Nigel.
Everybody has their thing, Nigel.
I don't want to know what your thing is, Percy.
Of course you would.
And his opponent, from Hong Kong, China, weighing in at 155 pounds, Ho Ho Lun!
The Velveteen Dream's opponent, Ho Ho Lun, competed in the inaugural Cruiserweight Classic last summer. The father of Hong Kong Pro Wrestling. And he faces a tough challenge ahead here, guys. A dramatic size difference between Ho Ho Lun and the Velveteen Dream.
Yeah, you're right. Velveteen has at least 60 pounds on Ho Ho Lun. I tell you what, Ho Ho Lun is smart. He finds ways to get the upper hand on his opponent, even though he's a little undersized.
And he does have a little bit of an experience advantage as well. Lun, 29 years old, Velveteen Dream, just 21 years of age.
Look at this, Nigel.
That reminds me of you, Showtime.
Ah, man. Velveteen got me beat by a mile.
But a little younger, of course.
The bell goes, and for Ho Ho Lun, known for his scintillating strikes, whether it be kicks and knees, and wouldn't you agree, Nigel, that it behooves Ho Ho Lun to stick and move in this matchup?
Oh, well, absolutely. He's got to keep away from Dream. He cannot get caught by the bigger man. Question is, though, how effective will those kicks and knee strikes be against him?
By the way, if you want to get a first-hand look at NXT and see how WWE superstars like the Velveteen Dream are made, all you have to do is join us at the WWE Performance Center All Access. It's coming up July 24th, right here in Orlando, Florida. Tickets are available now. Visit nxttickets.com for more information.
A lot of mind games out of Velveteen Dream.
Well, they say never judge a book by its cover, and yes, he has the flashy entrance. Rather peculiar in ways, but once that bell goes, he can go. But here against Ho Ho Lun, telegraphed that back body drop, and now Lun with a series of forearms. Oh, and a big boot to the head by Velveteen Dream stops Ho Ho Lun's momentum.
That is always going to be the problem in the match with this size difference.
And there's a go behind by Ho Ho Lun's reversal by the Velveteen Dream. And there's a show of strength, the blood draining to the head of Ho Ho Lun, jackhammer. And that's one way to jack the back, as now Velveteen Dream simply toying with Ho Ho Lun.
I was surprised for a second Velveteen didn't go for the cover, but I think I know what he has in mind right here.
High risk, potentially high reward.
Oh.
Macho like Randy with that elbow drop. Cocky cover, and Velveteen Dream makes easy work of Ho Ho Lun.
Here's your winner, the Velveteen Dream.
Well, that was impressive. A little disrespectful, but there's nothing disrespectful about this. Look at the height and the angle and the position of that elbow drop, driving all the wind out of Ho Ho Lun. Look at that, what would you say, 12, 15 feet through the air.
And he puts Ho Ho Lun in airplane mode with that elbow drop, leading to the 1, 2, 3. The purple Rainmaker spells victory for the Velveteen Dream on NXT.
Man, our main event here tonight is going to be out of control. Undefeated NXT Women's Champion Asuka defends her title against Sanity's Nikki Cross. It's the first ever last woman standing match in NXT. And earlier today, we had a chance to catch up with the Empress of Tomorrow as she arrived at Full Sail for her championship defense.
Asuka, Nikki Cross poses a unique challenge for you. How do you feel stepping into the ring to face her tonight?
I'm confident.
Okay. This is a last woman's.
Call security. Seriously, call security. Oh my gosh. This is a crazy woman. Hey! Call security.
Calm down! Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
Get back! Keep it back! Keep it back!
I would think Asuka and Nikki Cross, they're going to tear each other limb from limb.
Well, of course, that's still to come tonight. The historic last woman standing match for the NXT Women's Championship. And Asuka preparing for battle. And Nigel, that heavy bag might as well be Nikki Cross.
Might as well be, I guarantee you, she will tear it apart.
And as we get set for our historic main event, we want to shift gears right now and take you back to 3 weeks ago. Hideo Itami was going one-on-one with a tough-as-nails Oney Lorcan. And after a grueling bout, Itami had things well in hand when he landed his patented go-to-sleep. But Itami wasn't done. what should have been a surefire victory turned into a beatdown, as Lorcan would be on the receiving end of not one more, but two more GTSs in a shocking display of aggression that we had not seen before from Itami. And after that beatdown 3 weeks ago, Oney Lorcan returns to NXT tonight. The Bruiser from Boston is going to step inside the ring to do battle once again with Hideo Itami. Can Lorcan gain a measure of revenge, or will Itami once again force Lorcan to go to sleep? We'll find out when NXT returns next. Welcome back to Full Sail University here in Orlando, Florida. And tonight, NXT is presented by Mattel's all-new NXT action figures, available exclusively at Target.
Good. I want the big one. Give me the big one, Tucky.
Gentlemen. I'd like to remind you that this is my office, not a ring, and there'll be no altercations here. But I have brought you here to tell you that Heavy Machinery have proven that they're worthy of an NXT Tag Team Championship match.
Yes, sir.
And so, in 2 weeks, there will literally be the biggest match in NXT history, as the Authors of Pain will defend their NXT Championships against Heavy Machinery.
Nosy, these guys are pretty big, huh? We might not even need a second meal afterwards.
Oh, yes, sir, Tucky. A big showdown there.
Oh, yeah. Let's get out of here.
What Jurassic cocoon did you find them guys in?
Now, Paul, I have to admit that Heavy Machinery are a little strange. But they're very formidable opponents. And if I were you, I'd get well prepared.
Cannot believe it. Tag team title match in 2 weeks.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 180 pounds, Hideo Itami!
One of the most decorated stars to come from the land of the rising sun, but Hideo Itami has found it tough sledding here in NXT.
He has had a tough run of things, a couple of injuries, a big title opportunity against Bobby Roode, and he came up short. But I guarantee you, this man has reserves, and he'll be back on top soon.
But Percy, you can't let emotion and frustration get the best of you, not in this game.
Completely agree, but that's what we're seeing consistently out of Hideo Itami. He's getting frustrated, but he's got to find a way to overcome it.
And his opponent from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 190 pounds, Oney Lorcan!
The ornery Oney Lorcan, always ready for a fight, already getting up in the grill of Hideo Itami before the opening bell.
Well, of course, Lorcan got a big axe to grind. It was only a few weeks ago on NXT TV. Here we go!
Whoa! Lorcan exploding out of the corner.
Oney's got some payback in mind.
As I was saying, it was 3 weeks ago. 3 go-to-sleeps from Itami, leaving Lorcan lying. Revenge on his mind.
Yeah, redemption definitely on the mind of Oney Lorcan, lighting up Hideo Itami like the Las Vegas Strip in the opening moments of this match, and Itami seems dazed. He's being given an opportunity here to recover.
Hey, if you're going to dish it, you got to be able to take it, too.
Got caught off guard.
Yeah, we were looking forward to a hard-hitting affair between two of the more dynamic strikers here in NXT, Percy and Lorcan exploding at the outset and injuring Itami.
Yeah, Hideo's as tough as they come, but he just was not ready for Oney Lorcan.
Look at Itami, forced to take a seat in the corner. Looks a little dazed, doesn't know what's happened.
He may have a broken nose.
Hideo Itami with a potentially broken nose at the hands of Oney Lorcan. And that will just cause his frustration to grow exponentially, right, guys?
Well, this is what you've got to be wary of a guy. Wait a second. Wow.
And the referee called for the bell.
Got to be disappointed.
An angry Hideo Itami heading back to the locker room. Oney Lorcan said, hey, I came here to fight. So Oney Lorcan, wow, in the opening seconds of this matchup, already exacting violent revenge on Hideo Itami.
Man, a much-anticipated rematch between Itami and Lorcan is over before it really had a chance to get started. Switching gears, something that has started and will now culminate with a championship opportunity for Roderick Strong. It goes down next week, the Messiah of the Backbreaker getting the shot of a lifetime as he will challenge Bobby Roode for the NXT Championship. It is Roode versus Strong for the NXT Gold in 7 days.
I told you guys my story, and you accepted me with open arms, and I thank you guys with all my heart.
I'm where no one thought I would be.
Roderick Strong has been everywhere and done everything. He belongs here in NXT.
Roderick Strong, a veteran, competed all over the world, won titles in every division he's been in.
To create this life, I had to overcome a lot of things. People become the product of their environment. They become that person that they so much hated. You hear it enough and you start to believe it. You weren't gonna move out of those trailer parks. You know, you weren't gonna be able to beat an addiction.
He was born to do this. I'm so proud of him.
I would definitely say professional wrestling saved my life. Wrestling was all I wanted. It taught me how to love. And it taught me how to deal with not everything being okay, but still loving it. Then I'm not just doing it for me anymore.
He's living out his dreams. It just makes me speechless.
I do that to her quite often.
Welcome home, mother. It's not just Roddy versus the world now. It's Roddy, Marina, and Troy versus the world. My life has never been better. I've never been more thankful for the things I have. But there's one thing I want. There's one thing I need, and that's the NXT Championship.
Really pulling on the old heartstrings, Roddy. You got a marginally hot fiance. I mean, your son is somewhat normal. I mean, you should be proud. I get it. You want to be on the marquee with the champ. I mean, you want to play the Bobby Roode lottery. Bam! You move out of the pathetic trailer park into the mansion on the hill. You see, it doesn't work like that in my NXT. You don't just get a title opportunity. Maybe one day you and I can take a little selfie together and you can go home and show your little guy, hey, there's the champ and there's your old man. Do yourself a favor and don't play the Bobby Roode lottery. Because at the end of the day, you're just not man enough to win. Best of luck, kid.
My story isn't over yet.
Oh, hey, look! It's the Strong family. Hey, whenever you feel like being with a real man, you let me know, okay?
This chapter right here is the most important chapter of my career.
Roderick Strong isn't man enough to carry this title. And his perfect little ending that he's looking for, it's not gonna happen.
Sure, he has more custom suits than me, more money than me. He's more famous because of his entrance music than me. But without that NXT championship, who really is Bobby Roode?
I'm gonna be the guy to put an end to the Roderick Strong story.
No matter what it takes,
Underestimated this guy.
I will be NXT champion.
And I am definitely looking forward to...
What? Itami making his way back down the ringside. This guy is double tough.
This guy's got a heart like we've never seen before. Look, he's not even gonna let a possible broken nose stop him.
In Japan, they call it Bushido, the way of the warrior. Hideo Itami, with a possible broken nose, wants Oney Lorcan back in the ring.
He's gonna get him.
Ask and he shall receive. And Lorcan looking to build off that explosive start, but this time it's Itami with the explosion to start things and those lightning quick kicks.
I told you Itami's physical.
Itami hanging, Lorcan out to dry the top rope, and again just looking to crush his sternum with that kick.
It's not done.
Oh! Halfway across the ring with the vicious knee to the back of the head.
Well, Itami certainly didn't make the same mistake twice, did he?
I think Lorcan ticked off Itami here.
Oh! Blistering kick to the spine.
And we're being told that the medical staff shoved cotton up both nostrils of Hideo Itami. And man, that's gotta be painful, but here he is, one-on-one with Oney Lorcan. Oh, and Lorcan bounces off the apron hard. Hideo Itami turning the tables on Oney Lorcan.
Samoa Joe. So is the #1 contender. You want Brock Lesnar? You've got Brock Lesnar. Unleash the beast. The reigning Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar. At Great Balls of Fire, Lesnar versus Joe for the Universal Championship.
Itami with those chops, but Itami with that speed of his spinning back kick, and here it is.
This has been one of the most physical matches I can remember.
This is what we anticipated, a hard-hitting battle. And look at Lorcan taking Hideo Itami to school, back press, hooks the leg. Lorcan almost with a huge victory over Hideo Itami.
And Lorcan is gritty and determined. Believe it or not, he actually had his jaw broken in his first match and continued in the match for another 15 minutes.
Lorcan is a guy that grew up in the streets of Boston. All he knew was fighting.
Yeah, hard scrabble background, scratched and clawed his way to NXT and looking to make the most of it here against Hideo Itami, who of course had his nose injured at the beginning of the match but came back out, and now the referee tending to Itami again. Oh! Itami playing possum, and the veteran looking to make the most of this opportunity.
Itami sucking him in there, and a second time.
Oh! The tornado neck snap off the top rope. Oh, and a diving clothesline by Hideo Itami, floats over into the lateral press, hooks the the leg, and Lorcan kicks out.
And this is the Hideo Itami that I know.
I've never seen Itami this fired up. Suckered Lorcan in and kicked his knee out.
And Lorcan responding with a couple of forearm shivers.
Got him up.
Itami had him in the fireman's carry momentarily, the prelude to the go to sleep, and now
his knee's gone.
Lorcan
might have tweaked maybe a PCL.
Looks like Lorcan, yes, has injured his right leg.
I think that's the same knee, Morrow. That's the same knee that Itami kicked in the corner.
Don't stop. Be sure. Stop. You want to continue?
Referee was asking Lorcan if he wants to continue. He does, but now Itami looking to make the most of it. Go to sleep.
So much for sportsmanship.
And Itami lights out. Victory over Oney Lorcan.
Hideo Itami.
Well, hold on, Percy. Itami stepped back. He waited for Lorcan to say, yes, I can continue, and then he continued. What's unfair about that?
Well, look, earlier tonight when Hideo had his nose broken, Lorcan just stepped back. But he never came back at him.
It wasn't for the faint of heart, but in the end, Hideo Itami manages to defeat Oney Lorcan.
Here it is straight from the outset at the beginning of this match. Oney Lorcan taking the advantage, driving Itami into the corner, battling him, shot after shot after shot. This would continue as right at the end of the match here, as I said, Percy, he gave him the opportunity. Lorcan said, bring it on, and that's what Itami did. Picked him up, go to sleep, under the jaw. That's a 3 count. Itami wins.
So Hideo Itami blasting his way to victory with the go to sleep.
Cassius Ohno, please come out. Cassius, please.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! About me, better watch how you speak. The greatest of all time, baby.
Itami requesting the presence of Cassius Ohno.
It's intriguing. There's somewhat of a storied history between these two, but let's see how this plays out.
They've known each other well over a decade. Wait a minute. What? It's Nikki Cross. What the? Here comes Sanity.
It's Sanity.
Sanity laying waste to both Hideo Itami and Cassius Ohno. And Sanity just destroying Ohno and Itami.
Oh! Damage done.
All these forced friendships, support, pleasantries. We have to end all these lies. But the best way we do that chaos. Yes! Yes! That's right, my undefeated friend. And you know you orders our maestro, Eric Young. He works away on his master plan. And I can't wait to hear that. But as tonight, the first note will be played by her.
Whoa! Nikki Cross fired up and ready to go. A huge title opportunity.
Yeah, Nikki Cross unhinged, but coming up, she will cross paths with NXT Women's Champion Asuka. It's the first ever last woman standing match in NXT history. It's for the NXT Women's Championship, and it's next.
Welcome back to NXT, and don't forget that next week the NXT Championship will be on the line right here at Full Sail. The glorious Bobby Roode, he's made it personal for Roderick Strong as the Messiah of the Backbreaker looks to finally realize his goal of becoming champion. All that and more next week on a monumental edition of NXT.
An unhinged Nikki Cross clearing the ring of her Sanity teammates as she awaits the opportunity of a career here, vying for the NXT Women's Championship in the first ever last woman standing match.
We saw earlier how fired up she was and how determined she is to wear that title around her waist.
But she must defeat someone who has been, well, proven to be undefeatable.
Well, I completely agree. Asuka is fighting for the streak, for her legacy, the longest reigning champ in NXT history, period. She'll do anything to retain her title.
And I'm sure Nikki Cross will do anything to become NXT Women's Champion again. Last woman standing rules, no disqualification, no countout, no pinfall, no submission. Whoever incapacitates her opponent to the point that she can no longer stand and answer the referee's 10 count, well, the person will be declared NXT Women's Champion. What a dominant reign it has been for the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka.
This is going to be a war.
No champion's advantage in this one. Action can take place anywhere in the NXT arena.
Think what it is going to take to keep a crazy woman like the psychotic Scott down for a 10 count.
Wow.
For the first time in NXT history, the following contest is a last woman standing match for the NXT Women's Championship. There will be no pinfalls, no disqualifications, no countouts, and no submissions. The only way to win is to incapacitate your opponent till they can't stand back up to the referee's count of 10. Introducing the challenger, representing Sanity, Nikki Cross. And her opponent, from Osaka, Japan, she is the NXT Women's Champion, Asuka!
Never been beaten.
That's what it's all about, the NXT Women's Championship. At NXT TakeOver Chicago, Nikki Cross failed to win the title in a triple threat match, but tonight it's all about her and the NXT Women's Champion, Asuka. Last woman standing will walk out of the NXT arena, NXT Women's Champ.
Cross has wanted this opportunity for a long time.
What do we look for early in this matchup, Nigel?
It's tough to know what these women are going to do.
Aggression, rage, anger.
Nikki Cross done her homework, avoiding the scintillating striking attack of Asuka, and it's Nikki Cross taking the fight to the NXT Women's Champion as Asuka desperately trying to turn the tables and does so with force.
This is going to get physical very early, yes. And the strikes from the Empress of Tomorrow.
Oh, and you said it, Percy, an aggressive start by both competitors. No surprise knowing what's at stake. Reversal on the Irish whip, and cross body by Nikki Cross, and is ragdolling the NXT Women's Champion. Vicious kick by Asuka. Baseball slide, but yes, very smart on the part of Nikki Cross, using the skirt around the ring to trap Asuka.
Yeah.
Again, all legal under last woman standing rules.
Look at this.
Cross is unhinged. And she has nothing to lose and everything to gain, which makes her a very dangerous woman.
This match is right up Nikki Cross's alley, that's for sure.
And Nikki Cross, these steel chairs, of course, legal under last woman standing rules. What does the unhinged Nikki Cross have in store for NXT Women's Champion, Asuka?
On July 24th, interact, engage, and be a part of this once-in-a-lifetime experience. It's the WWE Performance Center All Access. Go behind the scenes and meet your favorite superstars.
You call me nothing except glorious.
Cut a promo.
You're not cocky if you back it up.
Make an entrance, and so much more.
I don't think I'm ever gonna forget this as long as I live.
The WWE Performance Center All Access. Tickets are available.
NXT is the next generation, and the next generation has arrived.
NXT, the future is now.
We are live at Full Sail University. Over the last year, NXT has grown into a major force. NXT is taking over. You could be looking at some future Hall of Famers compete here tonight.
How impressive and how exciting the future of WWE is.
NXT redefined the sports entertainment landscape.
The future is now.
NXT, the future is now. Available now online or wherever books are sold.
Nikki Cross, Asuka valiantly fighting back. This is a last woman standing match for the NXT Women's Championship. The champion Asuka against Nikki Cross, and wow! You could feel and hear the impact.
Did you see her, Asuka, bounce off those steel steps?
Those stairs had no give whatsoever.
Remember, Asuka has to beat the 10 count of the referee in order to retain the title.
Spot by Nikki Cross.
Turnabout's fair play.
Payback.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
And the count begins by the referee. Asuka's back up to her feet. Yep, count will continue until Nikki Cross is back to her feet, and she is, so both beat the 10 count, but Asuka now just bouncing. Cross's head off the steel steps. it's Asuka's turn to introduce some toys to this last woman standing match. The metaphor loud and clear here, Nigel. Looking to take out the trash in the form of Nikki Cross.
Big smile on the kisser. Oh, wait a second. Cross desperately trying to stop her.
Oh.
Too late now.
Oh. Like ringing a bell.
And she is ringing Nikki Cross's bell with these vicious kicks. Cross blind to it all.
Cross has no idea of where those kicks were coming from, front and back. Reverberating inside that trash can. Oh no, what's this?
What is she going to do up here?
The top turnbuckle! Oh. Drop kicks Nikki Cross right out of the trash can. And the count begins by the referee. Nikki Cross needs to beat the 10 count, or Asuka remains NXT Women's Champ.
She's going to get to her feet?
It's up to 7. Oh, and Cross finally up to her feet, but for how long? Vicious knee strikes by Asuka.
Oh. Brutal kick. Cross was up at 7, but she is rattled. Make no mistake about it.
We've seen a garbage can and chairs, and now it's Asuka. No. Bringing out more steel chairs. All legal in this first ever last woman standing match in NXT history. Oh, Nikki Cross now grabbing onto the chair in a tug of war. Oh! Asuka ends up back first into the barrier. Oh! Wow!
Cross's eyes have rolled back in her head. Jumped off and caught a knee strike for her troubles.
And again, the referee begins to administer the count.
Oh!
Oh, I've just been informed that next week here on NXT, due to what happened earlier tonight with Sanity's attack on Cassius Ohno and Hideo Itami, and per the orders of NXT General Manager Mr. William Regal, next week Ohno and Itami will team up as they look for vengeance against Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane. I can't wait for that one as we continue here tonight with this historic last woman standing match.
Oh! Series of forearm smashes by Asuka. Oh, but Cross now grabbing the hair. Oh, he put a DDT on the apron.
The most
unforgiving apron.
The most unforgiving part of the ring, period.
And Nikki Cross now on her feet, and it's now the referee's turn to administer the count to Asuka. Asuka struggling to get to her feet, but she does.
Nikki getting ready for when Asuka stands up.
Nikki unloading on Asuka in the corner right now.
A furious attack by Nikki Cross. Not wanting to let this opportunity to become NXT Women's Champion to slip through her fingers. And she is willing to risk it all, going all the way to the top, but Asuka interrupts. Oh, wow, spinning heel kick by Asuka. And Nikki Cross now in trouble on the top turnbuckle.
Oh, no.
Oh! Hair Mare right into the stack of chairs, back first when Nikki Cross. Oh! But then Nikki Cross returns the favor with that back suplex.
High angle, belly to back suplex.
Referee has reached the count of 3. Both are on the canvas. But Asuka definitely got the worst of that. And both back up to their feet. Last woman standing match, NXT Women's Championship up for grabs. Can Asuka retain her hold on the gold?
Roderick.
When I came here, I said I was coming after one thing, and that's the NXT Championship.
Versus Roode.
Roderick Strong isn't man enough to carry this title. And his perfect little story, the perfect little ending that he's looking for, it's not gonna happen.
For the NXT Championship.
The rivalry can no longer be contained.
NXT, next Wednesday, 8/7 Central on WWE Network.
Oh, wow. NXT Women's Champion Asuka.
Look at Nikki just laughing as she continues to get kicked by Asuka. You know how powerful those strikes are?
Series of roundhouse kicks. Nigel and Nikki Cross smiling in the face of danger.
It just goes to show you how crazy and insane Nikki Cross truly is.
It goes to show you she's not scared of Asuka.
Spinning back fist. Oh! And Cross puts Asuka on the canvas. Last woman standing. Again, no disqualification, no countout, no pinfall or submission. In order to become champion, your opponent must be incapacitated to where she can't get back to her feet by the referee's count of 10 as Nikki Cross now. Forearms to the champ. Oh! Fisherman's neck breaker by Nikki Cross.
Just see the speed of that neck breaker. Wow.
She's telling her, please get up.
And another swinging fisherman's neck breaker.
Oh.
Another one?
Make it 3 in a row by Cross.
Not 4, surely.
Goodness.
A fab 4 for Nikki Cross. And what does this do to the champion, Nigel?
You can clearly see the effect. The Empress of Tomorrow down. The count starting to go.
She's dazed. Asuka's dazed. She's got to be hurt.
Will she be able to get back to her feet? Referees reach the count of 7.
Cross said, give me your championship.
Oh, and Asuka just beat the count, but it's Cross with the NXT Women's title. But instead, she eats the title thanks to a kick from Asuka.
I think Nikki might have jumped the gun here.
And that could very well be it. Oh! Spinning back kick by Asuka again, knocking Nikki Cross to the canvas.
Asuka could see that Cross was getting up, so knocked her down again.
And again, the referee administering the 10 count. Nikki Cross gingerly trying to get to her feet. It's up to 6.
Oh, my.
Nikki Cross using the ropes to get back to her feet.
She's
and
up.
She beats the count, but just barely. Oh!
She was laughing.
Asuka lands on the apron.
Oh, no. You saw that? Asuka took a look.
Asuka looking to suplex Nikki Cross out of the ring.
Cross holding on for dear life. Oh.
Cross doing her damnedest to hang on. And snaps the neck of the NXT Women's Champion off the top rope. Slides through Asuka's leg. No. Oh, no. Nikki Cross has the NXT Women's Champion Asuka up. Oh, a power bomb.
That's it.
Onto the pile of chairs. There's no way Asuka can get back to her feet after that. NXT Women's Champion Asuka's just been power bombed onto a pile of steel chairs.
Absolutely devastating. How can Asuka stand up after that?
That's gotta be it. We gotta have a new champion in our hands.
We could be seeing a devastating end to a dominant reign, the most dominant reign in NXT history.
That's it. It's 7. 8.
Referee's up to 8. Asuka up at 9. And just again beats the count. Unbelievable.
How on earth?
How? It's Asuka. It's Bushido, the way of the warrior. Listen to the NXT universe. Rally behind the NXT Women's Champion.
Oh, watch out.
No. Wait. Asuka with the waist lock on Nikki Cross.
Oh.
They're on the ramp. Double leg pickup by Asuka. And now Nikki Cross turning the tables, but eating a couple of punches and a forearm. Knocks Cross off the ramp. This last woman standing match being taken to all parts of the NXT arena. The leaping hip attack by Asuka.
1, 2, 3.
They are just to our right here at the NXT arena. Nikki Cross on her back. The referee up to a 5 count.
6.
Cross desperately trying to get back to her feet. She does so at 8, and Asuka stalks her.
I'm getting out of here.
Watch out, guys.
Oh my God, she just kicked light. Asuka may have hurt her foot after she Cross avoided the kick. Asuka kicked the stage light, and you heard the impact. Asuka having difficulty getting back to her feet. Cross has her back up. And this last woman standing match being taken throughout the confines of that. Oh my goodness! What a spinning neck breaker onto the unforgiving mat here in front of us at the NXT broadcast location. Both women are down. But Asuka taking the full brunt of that vicious neckbreaker. Crosses up.
This has got to be it.
Referees reach the count of 7. 9! Asuka!
She's
up at the count of 10. How is she back on her feet?
Where do they find the strength to continue?
Incredible resilience and conditioning, but Nikki Cross now stalking the champion. Asuka spinning back fist. And that will buy herself some time to recover from that devastating neck breaker. Nikki Cross with the ladder right into the midsection.
She's down.
What a brutal affair for the history-making last woman standing match for the NXT Women's title. And Nikki Cross using everything at her disposal, including this table.
This is
Referee
not good.
Counting out Asuka.
Nikki is absolutely insane.
Asuka again, barely back up to her feet before being knocked down again after having her face bounced off the table by Nikki Cross. And man, they are way too close for comfort here, guys. Nikki Cross, look at that devious smile. Asuka.
Nikki clearly has the upper hand. What does she have in mind right now?
Oh, no. Asuka just barely conscious. And Nikki Cross with the ladder. Nikki Cross looking to become NXT Women's Champion, but I think, more importantly, she's trying to end Asuka's career, not just her title reign.
She's looking up at the top of the ladder is what she's doing. She's saying, if I'm going to hell, I'm taking you with me.
The hatred between these two runs deep. Nikki Cross wants to erase Asuka from the NXT history book.
And that ladder, a metaphor as well, because Nikki Cross would like to get to the top of the ladder in the NXT Women's Division as she brings the fight to Asuka like we've never seen. What the hell is she doing now?
Wait a second.
Oh God, Asuka's stirring.
No.
Asuka holding on to Nikki Cross's foot momentarily. Oh my God.
No,
oh my God.
That's not good.
able to put my headset back on amidst the carnage here at the NXT broadcaster's location. Asuka in what was a hell of a first NXT last woman standing match. Asuka is indeed the last woman standing. An incredible display of grit and intestinal fortitude. Cross dropping Asuka onto the steel chairs, and Nikki Cross was still unable to hand Asuka her first defeat. And here comes the mother of all superplexes. Asuka sending Cross and herself crashing through the broadcaster's table, and that was it for Nikki Cross. Asuka somehow able to beat the referee's 10 count. A historic night here at NXT.
Here's your winner.
And when all is said and done, it will be Asuka who holds the distinction of winning the first ever last woman standing match. She remains undefeated, and most importantly, she remains NXT Women's Champion.